We're at Full Throttle Pro Wrestling. They've got this big event coming up in Orlando, which is going to be great. Ignite Wrestling, Full Throttle, bunch of stars on the show and all. But tonight we're in West Palm Beach. We're at Lake Park, the Kelsey Theater. Who's here tonight? Get out of here. Ring of Honor's Jay Lethal is in the house. Actually, Jay, watching some of the talent here at Full Throttle that you trained.
Right.
So talk about, first of all, some of the talent you trained and what are your thoughts on how they did tonight.
Okay, so on the show today that I trained, we had Aria Blake, we had CJ Strikes, we had Brandi Lauren. All three that I trained, and we also had Lindsay Snow. All four actually that I trained. They all did a tremendous job today. I feel like a proud parent whenever I get to see them perform, because I saw them when they knew nothing about wrestling, and I saw them slowly learn more and more and more. And now they're having shows, and I'm coming and sitting in the back row watching like a proud parent. You know.
Jay, what is it to, I mean, that's the thing, you're a proud parent. What is it about, how did you get started as far as training goes? And there have been several wrestlers who've been under your umbrella and really done well, which is obviously makes you feel proud. But how did it get started for you through the training?
Well, I love teaching somebody something that I don't, I love teaching somebody something that they don't know, but I know I'm going to say a good deal about. And I like to see the progression of them knowing zero about that one particular subject, and then a little later they know a little bit more, and then they know a little bit more, then more and more and more, and just I can see their brains start to expand. Also, I feel like in professional wrestling, I won the lottery, okay? I have been very fortunate and lucky to do half the things that I've gotten to do. And if I can help anybody with the dream to become a professional wrestler, if I can help them just an ounce to live towards their dream, to work towards living their dream, even if it's just a small fraction that help them, I'm going to do it, and I'll do it every time, just because, like I said, I feel like I won the lottery, and I feel like I'm living the greatest life in the world, and I hope that there's other people out there who want to be a professional wrestler and live this dream too, and if I can help in any way, I'm willing to help. It's just something that I love to do.
Part of that winning the lottery was Jay Lethal, Ring of Honor World Champion. What was it like for you to have that moment? And also tell us about Ring of Honor and what you enjoy about Ring of Honor.
One of the coolest parts about that is when you're a little kid, you want to be the world champion, you know? And when you're a little kid, it means something totally different. You just want to be the badass number one guy, you know what I mean? But once you get into the professional wrestling business, it means so much more. One thing that it means in particular is you are the face of that particular company.
They're trusting you.
Right, they are trusting you in and out of the ring. It's that promotion at the job where you don't think you can go any higher, and somehow you get a bigger raise and a bigger corner office, or somehow they take you off the register, and now you're in charge.
You're a manager.
Right, you're a manager. It's that, but in the wrestling business. So winning the world title meant something totally different to me, just because I'm like, wow, they have so much trust and faith in me, and there's no higher honor than that. You go to work with a smile on your face, literally. And let's not forget, I was the world champion for what I feel to be the greatest wrestling company who produces the greatest wrestling product out there today. Ring of Honor, I think we stand out because we really focus on our in-ring product. A lot of the other companies, and not that this is wrong because a lot of people love it, but you know, they have flashy lights, cool entrance music that you want to go home and download, you know. Their entrances are sort of like the wrestlers, the people at home, they fantasize about having that particular entrance, you know.
The entertainment is put a little bit above. Not that they're not wrestling, because they are having good wrestling matches.
They are.
But the entertainment is putting a little bit above the wrestling matches, where Ring of Honor, if I don't want to speak for you, putting the wrestling matches first.
Right.
In ring, what you guys are doing.
nothing not to knock our entrances or our music, but I don't think there's anybody chomping at the bit. Thank you. There's nobody chomping at the bit to go home and download our music, but what they want to download is, or see if they can find the matches themselves on the internet. You know what I mean? That's what I love. That's my favorite part.
We'll wrap this up. You have a big anniversary show coming.
We do.
So tell us what you can tell us about the anniversary show.
Well, first of all, even if it wasn't the anniversary show, although we're going to lose a little sound quality here, we're still at the wrestling show. Show's over and we're trying to wrap up here. But even if it wasn't the anniversary show, Ring of Honor puts on the greatest wrestling on the planet. And put that on top of the fact that this is the anniversary show and it's live on pay-per-view. And wrestling just has a tradition of wrestling pay-per-views, with that Sunday night pay-per-view where the wrestlers go out there and they give it their all. You didn't think they could do it because they're already great wrestlers, but just that being live and on pay-per-view just brings out even more, you know. Although we're not on Sunday, it's on a Friday, but hey, same deal. Everybody steps their game up, and when you got guys on the card like the Young Bucks, how can you step up your game up anymore? But we somehow find a way to do it. I mean, we had guys on the roster like AJ Styles. We've got Adam Cole, who's our world champion. Amazing talent from top to bottom. And sometimes it's hard to step your game up. But we find a way to do it live on pay-per-view, and it's going to be an amazing card top to bottom. And I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned some of your talent. We're wrapping this up. I'll tell you about if people want to find you, social media, and also the training. Okay. But I want to say this, because one of them you mentioned is Brandi. Mm-hmm. And she's only 20 years old. Am I right on this?
Yes. She started in 2016. She just won the women's championship today. I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
Jay, did you see something right away? I mean, I know it takes some time for them to get going, but with her, did it take a little while, or did you see something right away? She's been in big spots and indie companies already.
Right. And not to take anything away from Brandi, but I see something in everybody who walks through my door. Unfortunately, it doesn't always play out the way we'd love it to play out, or the way they'd love it to play out, or they don't reach that pinnacle of success. But when anybody who comes through the door of my school, I see something in all of them. With that said, I definitely see something in Brandi. Straight from day one. I mean, she's so eager to learn. As far as the wrestling school, I got 2, 3, 4 of them who come to the school constantly, and she's one of the people who come to the school constantly. And that shows. That shows when somebody really wants it. It really shows, and she really does want this wrestling world to work out for her. And I got my fingers crossed. Hopefully, I've started her on the right track, and we'll see what happens from here.
People are interested. Where can they find Jay Lethal? And what about the school? If anyone's interested in training, how does that go?
Cool. I have a website for that. My website is thelethaljay.com. Everything is spelled out TheLethaljay.com. My Twitter is @TheLethalJ. Also on my website, there's a training section if you're in the Tampa, Florida area, or don't mind making the trip to the Tampa, Florida area. Then check out my website, look under the training section, get a little more info there. But I mostly use Twitter, so my handle is @TheLethalJ. You can always find me on there.
Now I'm putting Jay on the spot, and I didn't tell him what to do this.
Here we go.
Can we end it with a little Ric Flair?
Oh, look at that. See, I automatically snapped into machismo. I automatically snapped into that. I get more requests for the machismo than I do the Flair. You must be a bigger Flair fan.
I like them both.
I love them. Right, me too. I love them both. I will tell you this, though. The machismo is easier to do than the Flair. Because the Flair one, you have to yell, and you got to slow your words, and you got to hold things
like that. How about this, Jay? Instead of putting you on the spot like that, and thanks for the machismo one,
but
how about this? How did you know you could do this? Was it just something you were watching it, or you were involved in it, and all of a sudden it just started?
Yeah. I think I was so fixated on Ric Flair and Macho Man as a young kid. They just had something that drew me into the television, that I watched them so much that I just developed the skill. And I didn't didn't even know that I could do it my whole entire life. Only once I got into the wrestling business did I start to do this savage impression, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty good. And then only a few years ago did I find out I could do the Ric Flair thing. That was just all off the top. It was insane. It was insane. But I think it's because I studied them so much as a kid that I just picked it up naturally.
Oh, there you go. Jay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Unbelievable wrestler, unbelievable trainer, and he does voices too.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.